Welcome back to the Lead2Xceed platform again with me, Henry Baye. Believe it or not, this is the 5th chat in our series on loyalty. During this series, we have made an attempt to unpack the subject of loyalty. We have tackled the meaning of loyalty, what loyalty looks like for different generations of employees, and how loyalty relates to longevity. We have also looked at the difference between loyalty to individuals and loyalty to the organization's cause. We also threw the searchlight on what loyal and disloyal behaviors are. Well, if you have not yet watched the last 4 videos, please make it a point to check them out. In this chat, we will bring it all together by answering the question, how can organizations build loyalty in employees? The challenge to retain the best employees is at fever pitch now. In a recent McKinsey article, it was suggested that the share of workers planning to leave their jobs from 2021 into 2022 is at 40%. The McKinsey research further suggests that globally, just 35% of those who quit in the past 2 years took a new job in the same industry. In finance and insurance, for instance, 65% of workers changed industries or did not return to the workforce. The reasons why people leave jobs are seriously evolving, and building loyalty in employees is becoming increasingly important as well. So employee retention, which is one of the important measures of loyalty, cannot be ignored by any leader who is seeking to build a consistently growing and performing organization. And I would like to suggest a few tips on what organizations and their leaders should be seeking to do. Now, to do this, I would like to discuss answers to 4 main questions that employers and their leaders must pay attention to. Why do people come to work? How does work make them feel? What does work enable them to do with their lives? And who are they working for? And why will they continue working for them? So let us crack on with the first one. Why do people come to work? One of my observations is that people are loyal to ideas. Some of the strongest attractions for loyalty are ideologies and purpose. From the days of the Arab Spring, we have witnessed how commitment to a political ideology brought out the best loyalty in people. Some of the most powerful demonstrations of loyalty are when people are committed to religious beliefs and certain social causes. I have seen many people who are willing to sacrifice their lives for a cause they believe in so strongly. The stories of the history of the Christian church and various medieval kingdoms through the ages is strewn with some of the most powerful stories of loyalty where people are willing to be killed for their beliefs and allegiance to a throne. What this tells us is that the most powerful thing to do in seeking to create loyalty is, first of all, to identify the higher cause in everything we seek for people to be loyal to. This is why the subject of organizational purpose, vision, and goals is where every leader must start from. We must seek to ensure that we paint a vivid picture for employees and help them see how it translates in the good of clients, staff, and communities. 31% of people list meaningful work as one of their top 3 reasons for choosing to stay or return. Meaningful work is becoming increasingly important and points to the higher cause. The second important question is, how does work make them feel? If employees work in an atmosphere where they feel frustrated, anxious, and insecure, their loyalty is likely to be affected. However, if employees work in an atmosphere where they feel respected, valued, invested in, and appreciated, they are more likely to be proud of the organization and speak very well about it. Leaders need to constantly examine the emotions of their people about the organization and look for ways to genuinely improve it. Leaders should constantly explore ways to ensure employees carry a sense of pride, excitement, achievement, and fulfillment when they work for the organization. In fact, the best way to get on the road to answering this question is to ask the employees themselves, what do they see when they look for a great place to work? The other important question is, what work enables them to do with their own lives? You see, nobody enjoys working in an environment that propels them out of balance with their own lives and feel that they are giving everything to the organization at the expense of their own lives and that of their families. Responding to this question has become more important in a post-pandemic world where organizations are finding out very quickly that flexible working arrangements for employees is going to be key in building a winning employee proposition. Indeed, job applicants today will give serious consideration to an organization which allows them to work flexibly. For a category of workers who are non-traditional, flexibility is their number one motivator for choosing an employer. The research further suggests that one of the top reasons why people choose an organization or choose to stay is their career development and advancement. People want to see that work enables them rather than constrains them to build their own lives and families. They want to feel supported to thrive and flourish. Who do they work for, and why will they continue to work for them? In this McKinsey article entitled "The Great Attrition is Making Hiring Harder," the authors say employers should understand the common themes that reveal what people most value or most dislike about a job. For instance, it cannot be overstated just how influential a bad boss can be in causing people to leave. And while in the past, an attractive salary could keep people in a job despite a bad boss, that is much less true now than it was before the pandemic. Indeed, 35% of respondents cited uncaring leaders as one of their top 3 reasons for leaving a job. Clearly, uncaring and uninspiring leaders are a big part of why people left their jobs. Organizations must focus on growing a cadre of leaders who create the right environment for people to aspire, be inspired, and to thrive. When recruiting senior people or promoting into senior roles, employers must seek out the kind of leaders who make this cut. Let me conclude by saying that employers must foster an atmosphere where they reward loyal behavior. They also must ensure that where there are disloyal behaviors that amount to serious breaches, such behaviors have to be dealt with decisively. Examples of these breaches are where employers use company secrets, information, and data for their personal benefit and creating conflicts of interest situations. I hope that you have enjoyed this series on loyalty. Loyalty is highly valued in interpersonal relations, and it is expressed in honesty in relationships. In the labor market, loyalty is a valuable feature of a good employee. Its weight is significant and contributes to a high degree of discipline and compliance. Employee loyalty is the best protection against a weakening workforce. Leaders must seek to build, nurture, and grow an ever-increasing pool of loyal employees. Employees must treasure loyalty as an important possession and also seek to encourage other people to develop a strong character of loyalty. So, as always, do you have a leadership question that you would like answered? Have you heard anything in this video that has triggered a question on your mind? And is there any thought that you would like us to explore some more? If you answered yes to any of these questions, by all means, shoot a question at us or a suggestion via this channel or the email on your screen. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification button so that you'll be the first to know when we share new content. As always, this has been me, Henry Baye, on the Lead2Xceed chart. Lead2Xceed, inspiring leaders, multiplying impact.